Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to talk to you today about how the world should be mourning the death of Queen Elizabeth. Now, after Queen Elizabeth had passed away, a couple things have happened. Prince Charles is now King Charles III, and he assumes the title as head of the British monarchy. Number two, the UK, right after Queen Elizabeth passed away, the UK has declared 10 days of mourning. The nation of Kenya, which is a former British colony, has declared 4 days of mourning. And they're going to fly the Kenyan flags at half-staff for 4 days. And I agree with Kenya's decision on this. That's a different video for a different day. But the UK is going to keep their Union Jacks at half-staff for about 10 days. And no, this is not an SS shirt. This is the rock band Kiss, the t-shirt that I have on. So let me explain this. Okay, now, when Queen Elizabeth II became Queen of England, she saw the British Empire get declined, and it was an end, or a huge, maybe not an end, but a huge decline in British colonialism and British imperialism. And that is something, even though the monarch cannot really impose their political views on a lot of people, it's more of a figurehead, but she really vocally supported the end of colonialism and the end of imperialism. And South Africa needs to be grateful for that. The EFF needs to be grateful for that, I firmly believe. And Queen Elizabeth II condemned racism in all its forms. She condemned imperialism or colonialism in all its forms. Now, some people are going to say, well, what about the stolen jewels? What about the stolen jewels on her crown? Let me explain. One of the diamonds on that crown was from India. Another one was from South Africa. But let me explain this. The diamonds that were discovered in South Africa were unused and undiscovered by the African tribes. May have been on their land, but the diamonds were discovered by the Germans at first, and then the British had discovered certain diamonds as well. They were untapped and unused by the African tribes until the Europeans had arrived. And so it's a debate whether if those diamonds would have eventually been used or not had the Westerners not came. Now, I didn't excuse colonialism, didn't excuse the racist policies that came with colonialism, but it does show that those diamonds were not necessarily stolen. Now, let's go to India, okay? In India, yes, the British ruled India on a racial basis, and the Indians could only advance so far in the civil service system. However, the British united India, number one. Number two, they banned, India was just a bunch of tribal states until the British came and basically unified and united India in one area, one territory. Well, the British also banned child marriages, human sacrifices, the caste system, and a Sikh practice called sati. Sati was when an Indian woman would jump in the fire and burn herself alive after her husband died because she felt like she couldn't live without a man. And human sacrifices, that's actually how the English word thug came out to be. Because there were people that, to sacrifice people to gods, the certain Indian tribes would get people and hang them to their gods. And the practice was called thuggy. And that's how the word thug came to be originated. So you need to look at that part of history as well. Now, the British had since left India, and I believe since most Indians wanted independence, Britain should have granted India their independence, which they did in 1947, by the way. Queen Elizabeth did not become Queen of England until 1952. So we need to remember that. Also, under Queen Elizabeth's reign, a lot of anti-apartheid activists who were on the run from the apartheid government in South Africa, they were allowed to live in the UK, live, work, and study in the UK under refugee status. I've discussed that in previous videos. Oliver Tambo did too. So anyways, hope everybody's doing well. Take care. God bless them. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.